Hey folks, happy Saturday night. Hope everybody is doing well. Thank you all for coming in on a Saturday night. I'm not gigging, so I am around. This will be actually the last free weekend I have until December. So I like to do these things once a month, and had a birthday a couple days ago. So calling this my birthday hangout. So thanks everybody for coming in, and all your birthday greetings. Let me just go through the list here of folks. We got Cushman. Welcome. Nice to see you. There's Guitar Talk Universe, aka Quentin. How's it going, buddy? Who else we got in here? Mr. Music. Mr. Music. I'm trying to remember what you used to be called because I remember that icon. Anyways, welcome to the channel. But no, if it's the same guy, I can't. What's your original name? Tell me. You're not bugging me. You got to tell me what your old handle was. There's R2. Thank you so much, buddy. Cushman, I mentioned. Ron Limber, welcome. Jason Budney, 76. Thank you so much. Russ Markart, 1 year closer to retirement, dude. You have no idea. I'm counting down the days till retirement. If I can do it in 2 years, I'll be out of there. What did I miss out on? Marlon Hill, welcome. Hey, Papa Blue, how you doing? Again, thanks so much for the happy birthdays, folks. I really appreciate it. To get Charlie S, welcome, man. Thank you so much. Dan in New Jersey, how you doing? There's Mitch. Welcome, folks. Hope everybody's doing well. Yeah, and what did I do for my birthday? Well, what else would I do for my birthday, right? But get another Les Paul. But I got a bit of a story. There's Dwight Bailey. How's it going? Yeah, so there's a little bit of show and tell today, and then I'll talk about a few things, and pop in the comments any questions or things you might want to talk about. This is just an open forum, whatever you guys want to discuss, or I'll make some noise maybe a little bit later. I do have a video I want to show, and I'll close the hour with that video. I was trying to do a Black Sabbath type song, and I called it Black Holiday. I wasn't trying to make it a Halloween thing, but then Sandra Picorni did this amazing, really really scary video to go with it. So I'll play that for you at the end of the show. But yeah, so I got that coming up at the end. McCutcheon, everybody's just saying hello to each other. Cool. Yeah, so I was Dark Wizard. Thank you so much for being here. Gary Davil, welcome. Yeah, so I mentioned probably in the last live stream how I just thought it was stupid that I own so many instruments. I'm not a professional. I mean, I play on the weekends. I play little bars. I mean, it's not what I'd call a professional player. And I was up to like 15 guitars, and which is just stupid. I mean, it's just, I know it's stupid, right? And I'm the one with the guitars, so, for me, it's stupid anyway. If you can own as many guitars as you want, but I just think for somebody in my situation, it was kind of ridiculous. So I wanted to unload some guitars. So I did the Facebook Marketplace thing, and we have a thing here called Kijiji, which is sort of like a Craigslist type of thing. And I put my Charvel up, and yeah, I'm sure you've all been through this. You try to sell something and you get offered trades and more trades. And even if you say in the ad that you don't want trades, they're still offering you trades. It's like I'm trying, and literally right in the ad, I'm trying to thin the herd. So how do you thin the herd on a trade? Like I don't get that math, right? But anyway, so I just, you know what? I'm like, okay, sort of just left that. I had that ad up for about a month, and then a guitar came on my radar that I thought would really suit some of the stuff that I do. I don't want to miss anybody here. Jay Miller, welcome. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Yeah, so something that kind of fit, some of the stuff I do. Yeah, I mean, obviously my favorite guitar is a Les Paul. I'm wearing the shirt. I got one. I got one on my arm. Um, so that for me is the ideal guitar. But you don't always want to take like a Les Paul to a gig. So you want kind of still a Les Paul, but not like a high end Les Paul. So I was looking at getting something like a sort of a bit of a lower end Les Paul, not a standard. And the new studios came out, and I I went and I tried one of them, and I didn't like the studio at all. It did nothing for me, and then it's like, okay, so that's not going to work. But then another one came on my radar, something called the Modern Studio, and that sort of fit the bill. And I'll show that guitar to you here in a second. But I got a good friend of mine that works at a music store. Is a bass player in my project Rebel Charm. Some of you might be familiar with that band. There's on the live music playlist. There's a couple gigs that we did and a bunch of rehearsal stuff. And I said, hey, I got two guitars to trade in. He said, bring them in. And usually with these stores, they really, they really nail you on the trade-ins. So I was kind of, I took the two guitars with me, and I just sort of crossed my fingers and hope he wasn't gonna, I'm not that it's his decision. I mean, you got to talk to management and all this kind of stuff. That they weren't really gonna nail me too hard. And so, anyways, I get there, I try the Modern, and it worked, and it fit the bill. And John, takes good care of me. Sets the guitars up for me, does everything. New strings, and of course I get the good XT to Dario's on there. Intonation, truss rod adjustment, action, and pass it back and forth. Like, he's really good about that. Not just me, I mean, because I'm his buddy, but like all his customers. If you're in Toronto, check out the Brampton Lime McQuaid. And anyways, and we got this thing going really good. And I'm like, okay, I think I'm gonna go for it. And then I bring the two guitars, and I'm kind of crossing my fingers. And man, he did really, really well. Now, I'm not saying I wouldn't have made more money selling it private. I probably would have made another couple $100, but just the convenience of getting rid of two. So now I'm down to 14. So I got one, but I managed to get rid of two. So the herd is thinning. And really off the top of my head, it's if I think of what I want to get rid of next, it's really tough because I kind of love everything else I have. Marlon, it is a sickness. It is definitely a sickness. I mean, this year, I think I'm up to 3 just this year. I got a while back, I got a Fender Deluxe, the 2 humbuckers, which is one of my favorite guitars. I just did a gig with it 2 weeks ago. And then I used the RevStar, did a show with that last week. So that's the fun thing. I rotate these things. They all get, action. Everything I own, I use. I'm not a collector. I don't hang these things up on a wall and admire them. I use them. All but 2. There's only 2 guitars that will not leave my house, and one is the RO, which I bought used a few years ago. Now it's actually worth. I could sell that and make a couple grand, but I'm not going to do that. And I have a 339, which will never leave the house. But everything else, hey man, if the place is nice, I'll gig it. Just get caught up here. Get rid of my tellies. Marlon, I've got 2 tellies, and holy shit, Papa Blue 49. You must have a big house, dude. You see this room? This is where all my stuff is. This room ain't big. I can almost touch both walls with my arms, okay? This is a real small room, and I don't have all my gear in here. I still have my amp in the car, because I'm going to be needing it again on Saturday. So if I brought my amps and my pedal bags in here as well as my guitars, I mean, Yeah, this room is getting tight. And then see that desk back there? I As small as my room is, I had to make a little home office for my son to work from home. So now my little room got even smaller. So yeah, it's tight. It's a tight fit here. Let me see if I've missed anybody here. Dwight Bailey, welcome. Marlon Hill, welcome. Guitar Man 45. I don't think I've seen you. Hello. Yep. Thanks for the happy birthday, Louie. Welcome. Thank you so much. Yeah, you got to get that on video, Guitar Talk, or AKA Quentin. Yes. Jeff C., I tried downsizing and ended up trading a deluxe reverb for a Fender American Pro 2 Telly. Yeah, so one out goes out, one goes in. Yeah. Well, I'm not too far off. I got rid of two and I brought one back. The two I got rid of, I don't know if you follow my channel, because anytime I get a new guitar, I do a video on it. I haven't done a video on this one yet. I'll show you this one in a minute. I haven't done a video on it yet, but the two I got rid of, I had a Les Paul Tribute, which was like, I don't even think they make them anymore. The one I had was like, just basically just a slab, Les Paul shaped slab with two P90s. I got rid of that. It wasn't the best at staying in tune. I could replace the tuners, but I got rid of that, and it wasn't a bad guitar. Actually, it was pretty good, but I wasn't totally crazy about that neck. It was a little big for me. And I got rid of a Charvel. So at the moment, I have no guitars with trems on them, no working trems, no Floyds, no nothing. I know for you Van Halen guys, that's like trying to walk with one leg, but I'm a '70s guy. I was on Charles Green show yesterday, and we were talking and stuff. And when I say I'm a '70s guy, I mean that's the style I play. I can't do that fancy whammy bar stuff. That's just not in my not on my wheelhouse at all. So I can I'm okay without a trem. It's just nice for fun, but not something I rely on. 22 guitars, Cushman. Holy shit. Okay, you know what? You guys are making me feel better, because I thought at 15 I was crazy. Jay Miller, if I haven't said hello. I'm probably repeating myself, guys. I apologize. I just want to get caught up here. Papa Blues down to 49. That's crazy. Hey, you know what? If I had the room, maybe I'd have 49. Who knows? Guitar Man 45 has two guitars. I have instructed my kids the guitars go with me. Yeah. I told my kids they got to bury me with the RO. The rest I don't care about. My studio room is 18 by 30. Holy shit. That's a good sized room, Papa Blue. This room here is probably, I would say, maybe 7-8 feet by about, I don't know, 12, maybe 15 feet. Yeah, it's real small. Yeah, it ain't for sissies, so that's why I can't handle that guitar, Quinn. Anyway, here it is. Now here's a couple of reasons why I went for this and why this kind of fit the bill. Okay, first off, it's a Les Paul, so it's got that sound. The pickups, people complain about these pickups. I can't really say. I mean, I haven't really played it. I'll know when I play it at rehearsal through a Marshall, through a 412. I'll know better then. Right now, they sound good to me. They sounded good to me in the store. People bitch because this is the 490, 498 pickups that some people don't like. I've never had a guitar with these pickups, but in the store they sounded fine, but I haven't heard them cranked with my pedals, so I'll know better this weekend. And maybe a pickup swap might be coming. I don't know, but right now I'm fine with these pickups. It's nice with the hardware. It's all this like smoky gray color. It's not shiny. Kind of looks good. It's a satin finish on this, which is really cool. It's got all the the push pull pot splits, blow switch, all that stuff. I don't use any of that stuff, to be honest with you, because I mean, if you've ever if you've ever played live and you do a pickup split, you know, your volume just drops. So it's like, you know, you got to keep it. You got to keep the full humbucker in. Louis, I'm not a guitar player, just a saxophone player. Back in the big fan of Alex Lifeson though. Hack, do you want to know how many guitars are here? You mean in your Guitar Man 45 you're talking about at your place? I don't know. I'll guess 20, I guess. I don't know. Like you do. Want to know how many guitars are here? Oh, well, Guitar Man 45. Is it 45? Yeah, that's a 490 and 498 Guitar Man 45, yeah. So it's satin finish. It doesn't have any binding. It's still a maple cap. It's still got the curved top on it. This is the cherry, which is the only color I liked on of these. Ebony fretboard, which I've never owned in any guitar ever with an ebony fretboard. I mean, they typically put them on customs, and I've never owned a custom. But yeah, the it's got a real thin. They said it was a 60s neck, but this isn't a 60s neck because I own other guitars that are 60s. The neck is kind of, I think it's a little wider than the 60s, and it's very flat, like very flat radius. This is basically sort of it's built for speed, this guitar. It's not, you know, there's no curve at all on the fretboard. It's very, very flat. You know, it's got the Grover tuners on it, which is that smoky gray color again. You know, it's got the satin on the neck, which is cool. But this was the game changer right here. Look at that. It's that cutaway. Now it's not as nice as the Access, which, you know, is the expensive Alex Lifeson model. That's, I don't know, $5,000 or something. But I'm telling you, man, to be able to get up here high, you know, there's a couple of tunes I play, and I got to play the, you know, A pentatonic right up here, which is, what's that, 12th, 15th, 17th fret. And I got to get up to the, you know, 18th, 19th up here. And I don't have that heel in my way. That does the trick. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. I mean, I've been playing it a lot yesterday. Been playing it a little bit today. I'm pretty happy with it. I'm probably going to be gigging with it on Saturday. All right, let me get caught up. Yeah, Guitar Man 45. The body is just a little bit thinner, okay? But honestly, unless I put this side by side with the Les Paul, I couldn't really tell you that it's thinner. Like, what I mean by that is it doesn't feel any thinner. I'll tell you one thing, though. This thing weighs nothing. It's super light. It does have weight relief, but, you know, this is so light. This is even lighter than my Strat. Like, this is a really light. I mean, it's heavier than an SG, but it's lighter than the Strat, or my Telecasters are actually pretty heavy. Like, this is just super light. I'd say this might be only like 6 or 7 pounds. It's really, really light. All right, let me get caught up here. Louis, welcome. If I haven't said hello. Thanks everybody for coming in. Black cherry. Yeah, I guess that's the color. They just call it cherry, I think, or dark cherry or something. But actually, black cherry is probably a more accurate name. BB Maid, how are you? Welcome. There's Janice. How are you, Janice? You like ebony necks? I've got 8 guitars. Yeah, this is my first ever ebony neck. Yeah. Guitar Man 45. You still haven't told me how many guitars. Is it 45? Is that why you're Guitar Man 45? Yeah. Yeah, so, you know. Oh, cool, BB. first ebony was a 1983 Les Paul Custom Pearl White. I still have it. Yeah, I've never owned a custom. I've played. Well, my brother's got a custom, which I've played, and that thing weighs like 11, 12 pounds. It's ridiculous. And I don't like the neck on it. It's got like the really big kind of roundy neck, which I'm not a big fan of. I can't, when you got small hands, big necks are not conducive to playing, and I need all the help I can get. Let me know if the guitar, if you can hear it, if it's too loud, too soft. Thanks, John. Appreciate it. Yeah, good day so far. My birthday was on Thursday, so we haven't done the dinner yet. We're probably going to go out for dinner tomorrow. My team is playing at 1 o'clock, so I said if we want to go out Sunday, it's got to be after 4 o'clock. So I think around 5 we're going tomorrow. 4 Gibson Customs. Papa Blue. Very good, man. That's cool. Yeah, they put the 490, 490 in the Customs, don't they? Or they used to. I have 100, and you think you have 132. With 8 on the way here that were ordered. My daughter knows exact. Holy shit, Guitar Man 45. Where do you store them all? That's what I want to know. Where the hell do you store them? Could be a smidge higher. I don't have the delay. $132 is a lot. Yeah, I can't compete with that. That's crazy. Sens fan? No, are you talking Ottawa Senators? Are they playing tomorrow afternoon? No, I'm an NFL guy. Happy about where you're at now, about your channel. I wish I'd been on your channel more often, man. Oh, appreciate that, Louis. I gotta be honest with the channel. I mean, I haven't really been putting a lot of content on. I mean, if you want to grow a YouTube channel, you gotta put on regular content. At the very least, once a week, something's got to come up. And I've tried to do that, and it just, I don't know. I mean, I was doing that recommend an album to review. I think I did that like 49, maybe I might have done 50 episodes of that. And it's work, right? And then I wasn't getting a lot of views. And then I tried my favorite guitarists. I try to do that once a week, and I don't know. I just don't like the idea of being sort of tethered to it, where like I have to do something every week. Early on, I was doing so much content. That's why my videos are almost up to like I'm approaching 900 videos. But yeah, now I just do it, when I want to do it. So I can't really expect it to be growing by leaps and bounds. But I would like to hit. I mean, and I'm getting there. I'm getting close. Well, I'm getting close. I'm still about 500 away from 5,000. Like, if I hit 5,000 subscribers, for the amount of effort that I put into it, that's pretty good, But yeah, I just I don't have the, I don't know. It's for me. I don't want it to become like where I feel like I have to do something. I only do videos when I want to do them. So for that reason, I'm not doing better than I should be doing. But to answer your question, I guess I'm okay for the amount of effort I'm putting into it. That's a long-winded answer, eh? Hey, Spencer. How's it going, buddy? Good to see you out there playing again, man. My classic custom has a 57 in the bridge and a 57 in the neck. Okay, so you're very familiar with the 490, 498. Do you like those pickups, Papa Blue? I've got 57s in my SG. And that SG is one of my best sounding guitars. It's really, really cool. 50 years of buying and collecting. Usually once something is bought, it never leaves. Okay. You don't sell anything. No, but it's cool you're playing though, Spencer. Even if you're just sitting in, man, it's good that you're out there doing it again. I'm sure it feels good too. Gary Joyce, welcome. Between bands, yeah. Yeah, I'm hoping Oh, I should mention too, there is binding on the neck of this thing, but you can't see it because it's black. But there is actual binding on this. It's pretty good. I mean, it doesn't. It feels good. It doesn't like the tribute. You could tell kind of felt a little, but this guitar feels pretty good. Yeah, no complaints about it so far. Oops. There's a made-up skill. Yeah, Spirit of Radio. Love that song. That's really hard to play. Spencer, yeah, just tuning in. This is a studio, but it's the modern studio, so it's got that nice heel cutaway, which is really, really helpful for getting up high. Now I can. I can get up there and do all that kind of stuff and not have to fight that heel joint. With a friendly voice, yes. Yeah, it's very lightweight. It's super light compared to Spencer. Super light compared to any Les Paul that I've got. Really, really light. Yeah, I'm in a rush mood. Brain fart. Alex Lifeson or Ace Frehley? That's a good question. You know what? I'd have to go Ace. Only because I got into Ace first, and if you want to compare their playing ability, technical ability and all that stuff, it's kind of But I'm not going by that. I'm going by like which one has kind of meant the most to me or informed me more as a guitar player, and it's definitely going to be Ace. Now, if you ask me, is it Ace or Jimmy Page, then it would be Jimmy Page, because Jimmy Page is like my number one, and yeah, he's like my number one. I had a brain fart there, Gary, but thank you. Jumbo or medium frets? These are, I think they're medium jumbo frets. The same frets they put on everything. They put, that's like that hot sauce. They put that shit on everything. Yeah. So let me know if you got any questions about the guitar. Some new pedals. I just picked up another pedal. The Exotic Effects. Is it Exotic Effects? No, it's EP. It's a SL1 pedal, I think it's called. It's like a super lead pedal, right? It's the same company that makes the EP Booster. That's just the EP SL1. And that's been on my board for 2 shows so far. Makes everything sound like a Marshall, which is really, really cool. I know a lot of pedals claim that, but that one actually does it. So that's another new acquisition. Bought that used. Most of my stuff I try to get used just to save some money. Yeah, and this, and with the trade into the 2 guitars, this did not cost me a lot, which is really good. And I got rid of an instrument, which is really, really good. But yeah, if anybody's got any questions about gear, music, or what's coming up on the channel, I can tell you what's coming up on the channel actually while I'm thinking of it. November, next show, if it doesn't get bumped, because that's why I haven't done a Pete and Martin show this month, because it got bumped a couple of times. Is November the 7th. So November the 7th, Thursday, is the next show with Martin and Pete. So that's coming up. And I'm going to be on the Contrarians again. They kind enough to ask me to come back on. Actually, this coming Tuesday, the 29th, I'll be on the Contrarians, and we're going to be talking about sticks. And the show with Martin and Pete is going to be kind of interesting. We're going to be basically all three of us have picked three different bands, not like, the bands that are known, but not like, not like Sabbath and Zeppelin, not, super well known, but, moderately known bands. And we basically, from each band, we've picked 5 songs that kind of summarize what they do musically. Okay? So, being a Canadian, I'm always sort of, trying to push the Canadian bands because I know a lot of them don't get, don't get heard as much down in the States. So the 3 bands I picked are all Canadian bands. And there's what did I pick? Oh yeah, there's 2 bands in particular. One you probably don't know, but the other 2, they really deserve a listen because they're really, really good bands. But I'll save that for the show. I'll just let Marlon ask the guitar questions. I'm a saxophone guy. Oh, you can ask some music stuff, Louis, if you like. Is it possible to be a hoarder of guitars? I don't think a hoarder considers himself a hoarder, right? Like, I don't know. I mean, I can't. I don't want to. It's unfair for me to say, how many guitars somebody should own. I mean, that's ridiculous. That's like telling somebody how much, how much money they should have in the bank or how many cars should they drive or whatever. That's ridiculous, right? I can only speak for myself, right? And my whole thing is, if you use them, like if I buy something, it's because I'm going to use it, and take it out to gigs and play the thing, right? They're tools, right? It's like, why have all these great tools sitting in your garage and they're just collecting dust? Like that's I look at it kind of pragmatically. Like, yeah, I've got pedal boards and amps and everything else, but they all get used. Like I'll gig with I got a Fender Blues Junior for small places. I've got a Marshall DSL 40 for bigger places. If I want to go all out, I can take my Friedman. Like it all gets used. It doesn't sit in here. It gets used. Now, that being said, when my gigging days are over, which I hope won't be for a couple more years, that's the one thing with getting older is, and I posted this in my Facebook, like I'm still walk upright and my limbs still work. Like, thank God for that because I can keep playing. But once, that goes away, I may just turn around. I mean, what am I doing now? I have 14 and I don't gig. I'll probably just keep a handful that I really, really like and sell everything else and keep like 1 amp or something, and just have that for around the house. And then the rest of it, that's the way I look at it. But, I don't know, everybody, there's no right or wrong. I mean, it is what it is, It is what it is. I counted a friend's guitars, lost count at around 62. Wow. Hoarders are sick. Not to the hoarders. They're fine. You're sick. You've got the problem. The hoarder is fine. Alan, welcome. Thank you so much. There he is. Hey, Don, how's it going? Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Yeah, weight is an issue. Weight is starting to become an issue with me, Spencer. Yeah, especially if you're doing hour sets. 45 minutes I can handle with a break, but 40 or hour sets, yeah, it gets to be heavy. Yeah. The room for them buying guitars is not negativity impacting your life. Then you should be able to have as many guitars you want, no matter what you do with them. Yeah, exactly, John. It's all I mean, I don't have the space. Like it's you can't tell anybody what to buy and what not to buy. It's whatever makes you happy. You know, you can only speak for yourself. Ah, thanks, Don. Rip it out. We are playing Rock Bottom. Played it in the 80s as well, but I play it on the first fret using the A string. Oh, you're talking Guitar Man 45? Because there's a few. You're talking about the UFO Rock Bottom, right, Shanker? Crunching sounding tone going on there. Yeah, is the guitar tone sounding all right? You know what I'm using for my tone here, guys? That's it. I'm just plugged into that, and that is going directly into my Focusrite. This is the Pod Express. Less than $200 and just easy. I don't when I'm practicing at home, I plug into that. I plug into my Focusrite and coming out the computer speakers. I don't bother plugging in amps and things, because 9 times out of 10, if I'm practicing at home, I'm trying to learn a piece of music. So, because we're always learning new songs, right? I learned one yesterday. Anyways, I find the YouTube, get the YouTube, listen to that, and then play along with, through the same speakers with those effects. Sounds cool. Hey Don, yeah, this is a very new one. As a matter of fact, this is I got this on Thursday. This is a Les Paul Studio Modern. Oh, I should mention too, the poker chip comes in the bag. It doesn't come on the guitar, so Johnny put the poker chip on for me. And I also, if you notice, I swapped the truss rod cover with the plain one that comes in the case as well, so it doesn't say studio on it. Not that I'm ashamed that it's a studio. I don't give a shit. I just don't like. I like the look of the plain one. I don't like even the traditional I had. I swapped with a plain truss rod cover. I don't like writing on the truss rod unless it says Les Paul. Otherwise, I don't want to see any writing on a truss rod cover. What do you think of the unfinished? It sounds pretty good, Spencer. I mean, I honestly I can't really give it a real, I only heard it the one time, and I didn't even hear it all the way through. So I can't really, well, I mean, the little bit that I heard, it sounded like Van Halen, didn't knock my socks off. It, the little bit that I heard, but maybe if I heard it a few more times, I'd have more of an appreciation for it. But it's nice that there's still stuff of his that hasn't been released. Because I know there's a lot of people chomping on a bit for more Van Halen. So, and I know they've got apparently all kinds of music just kind of sitting there, unfinished stuff. Stuff that they maybe they'll do a box set one day. Now that Alex is now starting to come out of his shell. Maybe he'll start putting out some Van Halen stuff. Who knows, right? Ashley, welcome. I haven't said hello to you yet. How you doing? Thinking more riffs here. I don't want to keep playing the same ones every time. I haven't really learned any new riffs. Unless you call this a riff. That's fun to play. Sunshine of Your Love. Oof. I don't know if it's... I don't know if that's the right key. I'm just trying to find the notes, but I think that's the riff. But I don't think he plays it like that, though. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, the guitar sounds good. Thanks, Don. Yeah, I was saying earlier that my sound is coming from this box. It just says Pod Express on it. So it's very, very convenient, very easy. I had a Tonex pedal, which was like a freaking nightmare. Got rid of it, and I got this. Much better, much more user-friendly. You can change things on the fly. You don't have to have it hooked up to a computer and go through a bunch of menus. And when you spend more time in menus than you do actually playing, for me, it just kind of... Am I a computer programmer, or am I trying to play the damn guitar? You know what I mean? It gets... But some guys really dig that. I don't have the patience for it. I just don't. Up around. I don't know what that is, Alan. Up Around the Bend. That one I don't know. That's CCR, right? I think it's CCR. I was watching a video today of Stevie Ray Vaughan playing with oh god, what's that guitar player's name? The blues guy that played the Flying V. Is it Alfred King? Anyways, it was amazing. They were just trading off. It was really, really cool. Yeah, I don't know that one, Alan. Voodoo Child. Yeah, I need a wah and a whammy bar to play that. Yeah. Hang on. I forget how it goes now. Albert King. It is Albert King. Okay. Photograph, I don't know. That's the only Def Leppard riff I know, and it's my favorite Def Leppard song. A Passion of Bangkok. That's all I know. Don't sound. Hey, Rock the Blues, how are you, man? Long time no see. Living After Midnight. I think that's the chorus, and it goes. I forget the chords of that. I know it's something like that. I haven't done this one in a while. Oh, I forget how it goes now. Thank you, I rock. All right, we're getting near the end of the hour. Let me know if anyone's got any questions or about gigs or guitars or gear or what's coming up on the channel, that sort of thing. Like I said on the channel, the next thing scheduled is for November the 7th. It's the next show with Pete and Martin. And not on my channel, but I will be on the Contrarians next Tuesday. So as far as YouTube stuff, that's the new stuff coming up. Gig-wise, I'm playing, I think, pretty much all of November. And then we get a nice break in December, and then we have New Year's Eve. So we're doing New Year's Eve. So we're going to have a nice Christmas break, which is cool. And next year we've already got, I don't know, somewhere between 15 and 20 already shows booked for next year, which is really, really cool. Grr, welcome. Thanks for being here, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, so that's what's going on. So as I mentioned at the very top, and it's kind of fitting because it's that time of year, but a few years ago I did a piece of original music, which has got a really sort of dark, menacing theme to it. Yeah, me too, Papa Blue. Gary Moore, top 5 for me guitar players. Anyway, yeah, a few years ago I did a music on. It's all on Spotify. All my stuff is on Spotify, actually. Yeah, go check it out. I'm going to be playing one of my originals here in a minute. So a few years ago I did this song that's it's got a bit of a Halloween feel to it. That wasn't my intention. I was trying to do like a doomy gloomy kind of Sabbath tune. But anyways, it's got that vibe, and Sandra Picorni, some of you may know her in the community. She did the video for it, which is really cool. So check out the video, check out the song. I'm going to play it for you now, and close out the show with that. So I want to thank everybody for coming in and hanging out with me on a Saturday. I'll try to squeeze one of these in November. It's going to be tough, but I will try. If not, definitely I'll be going live again in December, if not November. All right. So I want to thank everybody. You guys rock. Thanks for all the birthday greetings, and all the best to you. Have a great rest of your week.